Check it out. Model S Plaid Sport Seat Carbon Fiber Replacement Seat Backs. They're done, they're in stock, and look at how we have designed them. But it's a full replacement for the back seat of your Tesla Model S Sport Seats. That's from October of 24 through the end up to the signature release. You're gonna get a pair of these, right and the left. They're completely identical. And again, look at that. Solid carbon fiber all the way through, no fiberglass. Only the best here at RPM Tesla. Now let's hop in the car and show you how this installation takes. Okay, after a couple days of finishing up the prototype seat back replacements, you can see they're installed and they are beautiful. Look at that. We learned some special secrets you cannot learn from Tesla. We learned how to take off the headrest pillow. This is awesome. Simple to remove, giving us full access to unlocking the secrets of the back seat. This is all you're going to need to install, remove, and reattach the seat backs. One 10mm. Okay, the next step is to tilt the seat all the way up and slide it all the way up so you have plenty of room to work in the back. Now, you also need to raise it up because we're going to disconnect the straps underneath that run down and underneath the seat. So now you can see you got tons of room here, and we'll hop right in and disconnect the straps from underneath to show what we're doing. We got the red ambient lighting on, that's pretty cool. But underneath the seat, you gotta get the strap and the hooks at the end of it, and you push it forward. There we go. That's one. Okay, so they're not red anymore. Take that back. So that's what we're looking at. All right. You unhook it just like that one, and now both straps are on the ground there. So they're pull downs. They're not hooks like they used to be, right?
Right.
So we just pull straight down.
Push it forward and pull down a little bit.
And forward. Okay, we're going to continue on. So after we remove the straps in the back, we're going to try to roll this thing and shoot it nonstop in our real-time video so you'll know how long this takes. So just get a plastic tool, get it right underneath, and you got to pop off the emblem on the seat. Now this is a Plaid emblem or a signature emblem. Just 2 grommets. You might want to tape it up. The seats are going to wipe down really easy. Then we're going to take this 10mm bolt out and retorque it at 3.7 foot-pounds when we're all done. We've already filmed that. And again, once we loosen that up, watch this. Now we learned a secret that takes the whole mystery out of removing the top of the headrest. And that is we take off the pillow. So this is a headrest pillow, as we call it. And all you do is pull on it from the bottom. And the bottom snaps up and it unhooks from the top. This is going to give us full access to the locking pins or the clasps in the back that we can now squeeze to release the headrest. Okay, now we're going to take off the seat back. And again, there's 2 hooks at the bottom, but what we want to do is relieve pressure from the clasps in the front. So simply reach around the front from the back seat, and you'll notice right inside of here, we have 2 pins or 2 locking clasps. And then go ahead, we're going to squeeze them and pull from the top in the back, and it completely unsnaps, just like that. Pressure here, look at that, comes straight off. Okay, keep going. And then all the way down the side, just pull the whole seat back off. And the last thing are the hooks lift up straight so you don't break off the hook locks. So the sides have to be totally removed. And then you'll see you have 2 small little hooks right at the bottom. 1, 2, with that hole and that hole. That's it. All right, now we're doing the passenger side. And again, we're going to see exactly what happens here when we put it back in. But number 1 is you have to get those hooks on. So I like to get another close-up if possible. You got to connect the vertical hooks and slide the seat down. And as you do that, just add pressure and snap it all in place. Notice how everything is factory. These tabs exactly match, so there's no issue with airbag deployment. The airbag will push out and open up in the event of an accident. So we made them exactly the same locations, so they fit underneath here like this. And again, all we're going to do now is slide it up. We're going to bolt this in when we're done. And again, here we go. Sliding it up. The hooks hold in the radius, the turning radius perfect at the bottom. This fits great. These are in. All the tabs are behind. Same thing on this side. And then watch this. 1, 2, 3. And it's snap, snap, snap. And it's done. Simple, simple installation. All we do now, put the plate back on. We're going to show you the footage of that. The cover. And then hook up the grommets on the bottom. Okay, and we're back in the front seat. 3.7-inch foot-pounds torque per the specification sheet we showed you here on the website are required to reinstall the 10mm bolt in the seat. So hand thread it, get your torque bar, and set it to 3.7-inch foot-pounds. That's it. And while we're doing that, I'll show you how great. Look at the fitment here. Look at how awesome this looks all the way up. Fits perfect. Top of the seat. A lot more videos to come, but it looks great. Okay, now replacing it is simple. There's a hook at the top and one alignment pin at the bottom. That's it. The rest is just going to simply lock the clips in place, and then these grommets are going to secure it, and those grommets are right there in the bottom 2 holes. So let's go. We're going to hook the hook on the top and then line up the grommets on the bottom, and apply a lot of pressure to the very bottom to get them to snap in. And that's how much force it takes, and it's easier to even remove them. So again, the last thing is putting the plate back on. The performance plate, and then again, just locks in, snaps right in place. That's it, you're done. Hey, thanks for watching the video now. We're going to talk about the optional step for our Model S Plaid Sport Seat carbon fiber replacements. So this, of course, is the original seat that you're going to remove, but what's missing is the plastic shroud. So some people may want to attach the original plastic shroud. You do have to remove it and use some epoxy to glue it, but we want to show you what it'll look like if you don't. So in this Model X right here, this is our Generation 1 for the older cars. And again, this is where the plastic shroud is not there. So if you have black seats and you're looking at eye level, you really don't notice anything. If you have a plaid and you have white seats, you will notice at the bottom an area showing the white. So what we recommend is for you to decide. You can take a look at this on your car, take it off, put our seat up, and you'll see what's exposed or not exposed. It depends on the angle of the seat. It depends on if you have white interior. But you may just want to take this, attach the carbon, beautiful seat backs, and not worry about the plastic shroud underneath. It's completely up to you. It's optional. And here's how to do it with a 5-minute epoxy. It takes about 15 minutes, and let them dry for a few hours. And then everything is attached, and you can actually put the straps on, which are attached to the plastic shroud. Thank you again for watching. Now this next step is optional. See, this is a skirt that hangs under the seat, and this covers up the very, very bottom of the seat. If your seat is like this, you're never going to see it. If you tilt up like this, you might notice this area. So primarily we do this at our shop for people with white seats. If you have the white seats in your Plaid, you might see the white vinyl underneath here. But again, this is completely optional. So if you option out to reattach the original hooks and this bendable skirt, as we're calling it, we're going to attach it right here and we're going to remove it. So the way to do it, this is all sonic welded or plastic welded. You can feel a little actual push grommet in there, but this is all sonic welded to the plastic. So plastic melted to plastic. We're going to use a drill bit. We're going to hit each of these spots. We're going to pop it off. Then we're going to show you how to attach it with epoxy. So two-part epoxy is what you would use. And again, this is just an extreme option where you want it completely invisible and you want all of the coverage here so you don't see anything when you're looking under the seat if it happens to be tilted upward. All right, let's switch here and we'll get out these, we'll call them plastic grommets. And we're just using a little drill bit and we're going to hit each one of them. First, you don't want to go all the way through. If you do, this is just removing the plastic around the primary heated areas where the sonic weld is. You're going to do it like this with a nice fat head that won't easily go through. And then we're going to apply pressure and we're going to pull on them. And they're just going to let go. So watch this. Now we got a screwdriver underneath and we're just going to get between them and it's just going to snap. So again, we know the average person doesn't have a sonic welder. We use them here where we build our dashboard replacements. But by inserting the tool near the grommet location, you can see how it's just melted and we're breaking it free. So again, this is great. If you have white seats, you just locate it right next to the grommet and turn. So we're just using a flathead screwdriver. There we go. You can hear them flying. The little grommets are coming off. Hard plastic. And once you get all 9 of them off, as soon as it pops, just close your eyes because these things like to fly out. There we go, and one more, and then watch this. This whole thing is loose. You're gonna get it like really close and pop it out. So safety goggles are recommended. You also could just pull it right off, you know, because all this is free here. Go down the one grommet, see? And then now a little turn, that'll release all the plastic. So at least everybody could understand how this is not sonic welded. So now what we've got is this piece, and this is how Tesla gets it from their seat supplier, or the seat supplier assembles it and then puts it down over the pre-spots and welds it. Now, to attach it to carbon fiber, the surface has to be prepped and cleaned, and you can see we designed it to fit right around the actual hooks in the same exact location. So again, this is only optional if you want a full finished look or you don't want to see the white seats. All right, we're going to go get some epoxy, show you how to clean it and prep it, and again, this is totally optional. All right, we're getting ready to start to do it. You need a towel, you need alcohol. We're going to turn this piece over and we're going to clean dirt, oil, grease, and everything out of the bonding areas. We're going to scuff this up a little bit. Looks a little shiny. And then we're going to do the same in this area. Then we're going to lay down some two-part epoxy JB Weld. We're probably going to include one with the kit, so you don't have to go out and buy one. You can use it once, and then we'll be mounting this right on here, and it'll be awesome. It'll be like you're reinstalling the full underside of the seat skirt, and it'll be the professional way to do it, like you were here at our shop, where we install lots of these for our customers. All right, so now we got the alcohol, and we're going to hit it here, across this area, and across here. And again, this is just to help get oil, grease off, loose debris, get it to dry nice, so we have a strong bond with the two-part epoxy. Okay, here we go. Equal amounts of epoxy. Whether or not you're using your kit or our kit, we're going to use just enough to spread it all the way across on both sides and flip it over. Easy, right? All right, let's go. We'll use the stir stick and stir it up.
And then we're going to put a clamp on it, even though it's 5-minute epoxy. Let it sit for plenty of time. I'll show you the clamps we like to use. And let's put it on there. All right, so all the shiny surface around the holes, obviously, is where you want to put it. Everybody knows that. We'll mix some more up. We'll be right back. All right, so we got it all spread out evenly. Here's how you attach it and get it in place. So right around springs or the clips, and we're going to apply lots of pressure on here. Squish it all the way down and hold it in place. We're going to put these clamps on right now. Okay, we're using these clamps. We're putting on a towel on the back side so we don't scratch it. Tight, good, strong, flexing it. Okay, other side. We will get another towel here. And again, you want to keep this in place. Leave it right there while the epoxy's doing its thing. Again, this isn't anything exact. There's no measurements needed. The hooks are going to hook, and this is going to hang and lock in place, right? Of course, matte is going to be the #1 finish to match the doors. But if you like glossy, we have a whole kit to transform all of your matte carbon fiber into glossy. And we have add-on pieces for the center console or the charging pad. And of course, our great steering wheels, you can get are matte or glossy. So again, glossy is so beautiful. So mix and match it or go with all the same. But doesn't that look great? First one's on. Here comes #2. Again, after we get them attached, the bolts on, the last thing is to hook up the straps underneath, and you are done.